Good morning, Wall Street winners. It is Monday, March the 10th, and this is a bit reminiscent of back in 2020 when Trump was in power and we were heading into a COVID shutdown in multiple countries. Not that we're heading into a COVID shutdown by any means, but just the economic onslaught and the fall of the stock market that precipitated that whole pandemic. Not saying that the markets are in that kind of a red and negative situation, but with so many days of correction uh, at this point, and likely more to come based on the lack of direction coming out of the administration in terms of policy and then adhering to those policies. Things are just in a state of turmoil, and that is causing a great deal of economic uncertainty and pain, and nowhere feels that more initially than even when, let's say, consumer confidence is still there and people are still spending and traveling. Um, and prices haven't increased due to tariffs or that much with inflation. The market reacts first. It reacts ahead of Main Street. Wall Street typically always reacts ahead of Main Street, and that's what we're seeing right now. We don't have one big event to cause the market to drop yet significantly on one single day. We just have continued uncertainty and multiple other events that have caused it to decline each and every day for the last probably close to 10 days at this point. So that's where we are. And I think what we're going to continue to see as we move through this. We will hope for something to come out of a meeting in Saudi with Ukraine, and that they will come to an agreement over there and that war will come to an end. But right now, I'm not even sure that's going to be enough to turn things around in the stock market, because that really has little to no impact on the economy of the US. So that's where we are today. I don't have a lot of great news for you there. If we take a look at the Yahoo Finance app, the VIX is up around 26 and a half. Most, if not all, of your retail stocks are in the red. We've got transport in the red. I think we're going to see oil. Here we go, oil. I added a new company, Vistra, over the weekend. Vistra is a Texas-based energy company. Um, was very popular early in the year around or because of the AI frenzy and the demand for power there. But they also produce a great deal of residential electricity. So it wasn't necessarily directly supporting AI and data centers, but it grew significantly. It's obviously fallen significantly as well at this point. Um, One that's been interesting to follow, it's actually even right now in the pre-market, is Consolidated Edison. It's been bouncing between 99 and 104. So this will be an interesting one to keep an eye on. Valero is up in the pre-market as we go into the open in just a few minutes. And crude is it's down at 67.20, but it is up slightly, although it just took a fall in the last half an hour or so from an even higher point. We look at tech and it's just green across the screen for tech. It looks like it's going to be another difficult day for technology, as almost everything here is in the red going into the open. Looks like we're just going to see some pullbacks. Even Broadcom, which had incredible numbers, earnings, and a future forecast, and was up 15 bucks. Again, take your profits. This is a great example of a time in the market where if you own something and it goes up after earnings, take your profits and run and lock them in and be happy. Even BABA's down. So BABA was one of those Chinese ADRs that was doing well last week with some promise out of China. It's off almost $4.50. There's just little to no green on the screen in technology. And it looks like it's the same way for the most part for, or almost across the board for finance. So you can see Goldman. Goldman was up at 6. I don't know what the actual number it got to, but it was, I want to say 660 in that range. It could have been a little higher, a little lower, but let's call it 660. It's down at 540. Um, and even Apollo Global was up at 160, now down at 127, and looking like it's, well, yeah, it just opened. So that's where we are today on the 10th. Good luck with your trades. And if you're liking these videos, please hit the like and subscribe button. We'll talk to you again soon.